Hello, beautiful ladies, people. How are you? So, I am here again with another video called Let Him Go. Um, it's been one of those weeks for me. As you can see, I'm in a different location, and that location is my bed. It's Saturday. I am tired, and yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I got this video filmed this week because I have been just procrastinating and I just had to be like, hello, let's get filming. So I called this video Let Him Go. And reason being is because I had to do a lot of letting go um in order for me to be at the place where I am at now. And at the place I was like it was the impossible thing to do. Like there was no way on God's green earth I was going to be able to let this man go. Um, I have been in two relationships in the past. I would say, hmm, like 10 years. My first two children are by one father, and I was with him for 7 years, and the other for my last three children, was with him for 3 years on and off. Um, and being in a 7 year relationship is a very long time, especially for the age that I was. Was I 14? I think I was 14 or 13. Um, and I had my daughter at a very young age, and then I had my second daughter. But not really going to go into the depth of the relationship, but it just didn't work out. And it was very disappointing for me because obviously I was at an age where, you know, this was the partner that I knew and had grown with, but also with growing with this person, you also grow in different directions. So, um, and you also find yourself at a certain age. Um, and I was definitely lost, definitely lost. But this person was all I knew. But it came to a point where I had to just let go because it wasn't for me. It wasn't serving me a purpose. It was draining me, and I just had enough. And it was time to let go. And it was very difficult. Um, so within that time, I then had met somebody else, and I was adamant. I was like, this has got to work because my first relationship didn't work and it was so long. I didn't care. I was like, nah, this has to work. This has got to work. But in saying that, I was telling God what had to be. And instead of me being like, well, Lord, look, I've just come out this relationship. Is this one for me? Kind of thing. I was just shooting through. Um, and again, that one failed. And I felt as much as it was a shorter period of time than my first relationship, I had put up with more rubbish than I had done in my first relationship because I so wanted it to work. Because I think it was the fact of people looking at me like, oh, she's got two baby fathers now. What's gonna happen? Da 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 da. For myself, I was just like, I need this family unit. This has got to work. And who else is going to accept me with now two baby fathers and five children? And how am I gonna do this? But I had to come to a place where I was almost at the point of breakdown. I'm talking about breakdown on the floor, eye water going into nose water going into my mouth, like broken, just absolutely broken. Um, so many stuff had happened in the relationship, and I was at a point where I had to be like, no. When I fell pregnant with my last son, I knew I was doing it on my own. I just knew it, and I remember I was talking to one of my pastors, and I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't have this child, and I was considering having an abortion. Um, and I remember my pastor saying to me, "You cannot replace sin with sin." And in a sense, what he meant by that was, I had given my life to Christ and I had backslid, And here I was again with another child, just giving my life to Christ, and I'm pregnant. Like, it was so difficult. But I had to, you know, take responsibility for my action and not allow the enemy to come in and let me, um, sin on top of sin. Like, to get rid of my child, that would be me doing something that wasn't in the will of God. Um, so I had to accept the situation, and just, I had my son. And when I tell you, the way God did a work in me, just by me making that decision, I'm going to have my son, and I'm just going to let this situation go, and I am going to lean on God. The verses that helped me during that time was Proverbs 3:5, and it said, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." What I was going through, I didn't understand, but I had to say, God, I trust you, and I know that you are going to do whatever it will take. You're going to cover me, you're going to protect me, and I know you're going to allow me to be able to do this. 5 children is not no joke. It isn't a joke. But I know God had greater plans for me. And also Isaiah 40:31, which says, but those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, they shall mount up on wings and fly like eagles. I needed to wait upon him. I needed to be strengthened so that I could soar. And when I tell you, God birthed Desire to Inspire during my last pregnancy of my son. It was the best pregnancy I ever had. I was strong. I was striving. I felt like I handled all my children better than when I had less children, if that makes sense. Like, I just had to just do what I needed to do. And in all of this was because I let him go. I had to let him go for me, for my children. I couldn't just continue to be in this continuous cycle of being drained, not being treated the way I'm worth, not being edified. I needed somebody that was going to be here to lead my family, seek God about counsel in our household. And I wasn't getting any of that, and I was getting more people invited into our relationship than us just being in a relationship. It was too much. So I had to just let it go. And in doing that, in letting go, you release all the bad energy, and you are now open to receiving greater things that God had in store for you. And so much has happened, Desire to Inspire. I've moved into a beautiful new home. I got blessed with a car. I got blessed with going on a different course, entering into a new job. Like, so many new things have happened for me just by being obedient to my father and just letting it go. And, I've been single for like 3 years now, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I am waiting upon the Lord, um, and just waiting for him and his will for my life. So, ladies, I just want you to know that you don't have to put up with anything that is not making you feel as if you are worth anything. You are so precious. You are worth more than rubies. And I just want you all to know um, that you're not alone. And when you let him go, that's when you allow God to come in. So yeah, on that note, I feel like I need to do a part 2 of this. But I'm gonna love and leave you all. But remember, God loves you, and I desire to inspire you. So take care. Bye.